Hi everyone, this is Grace. How are you? You know, it's funny, but this is my personal observation. If you ask, would you like Bali or Hawaii? There are two distinctive group of people. One people really prefer to Hawaii. The other group of people really prefer to Bali. Isn't it amazing? And this is what I feel. For those people, including myself, who prefers to city life, they or place where sophisticated, they prefer to Hawaii. On the other hand, those people who prefer to Mother Nature or some kind of adventurous life, they prefer to Bali. So this is what happened. I used to live in those two places. When I was an undergraduate student at the University of Southern California, you know USC is one of the most expensive, prestigious private universities in the United States. So it is kind of a wasting of your money to take general ed at USC. So what I did was, every summer, I went to University of Hawaii at the Manoa campus to take general ed classes. And also, I was doing volunteer work at the hospital in Waikiki. And so every summer, undergraduate, 3 years in a row, I lived in Hawaii. And personally, I enjoyed it very much. And then it was so nice because in a tropical place like Hawaii, all of your classes finish by noon because it will get warm, right? So you finish everything by noon, and all I have to do, grab beach towel and a textbook, go to Waikiki Beach. And then you lay down on the Waikiki Beach, supposed to be reading the books or doing homework, but you fall to sleep. And as I fell to sleep, I was looking at all of the luxurious high-rise hotels and condo along the Waikiki Street. What's the name? Kalakaua Avenue or Kalakaua Street, maybe? So I used to be watching those skyscraper, high-rise luxury buildings. And guess what? I always wonder, wow, wouldn't that be nice if you could live there? I wonder what kind of people would be living there. Then guess what? My very first out-of-state real estate investment was oceanfront, 2-bedroom condo in a Waikiki Beach. So my point is, keep dreaming, dream big, and just be in a place where you love and you feel comfortable. Your dream will come true. And number 2, as I said, I was a pre-med student, so every summer, while I am taking general ed classes at the UH Manoa, I was also doing hospital volunteer work in a local hospital, and I really enjoy working with local Hawaiian people. I still remember there's one Hawaiian lady. She's like a typical big mom, like a Polynesian big lady. But she had such a big heart, and she really took care of me as though I am her daughter, because here I am, 17, 18-year-old Japanese girl from Japan. I don't know anything. I was, just going to college on the mainland, coming to Hawaii. There are tons of Japanese tourists, but not too many Japanese willing to do volunteer work in the hospital. So she was impressed at me. She really took me under her wing, and I get to do all of the volunteer work. And also, I was able to get letter of recommendation from one of the supervisors there. But anyhow, so she was so kind that at the end of every summer, I have to go back to mainland. She was in tears, and that she gave me her heirloom ring. So, gosh, people in general from tropical country, they are really good-hearted people. So that's why I always love Hawaii, and I've always told my husband, you know, it's my dream. If I have money, I like to buy an investment property in Hawaii. So that's what happened. That oceanfront two-bedroom condo in Waikiki Beach was my very first out-of-state property. But okay, so now on the other hand, Bali. Many people also love Bali. And you know what? Because I used to be expat in Southeast Asia, capital city. Back then, like 20 years ago, nothing was there. And the weekend as an expat, nothing much to do. So we can do only two things. Fly to Singapore for shopping or fly to Bali to play golf. So every other weekend, this weekend I go to Singapore for shopping. Next weekend I went to Bali to play golf. So that's what I did. So I know Bali pretty much. But guess what? Back then, I never dream about Bali is going to be Bali today. In other words, back then was really still developing phase. And they did have some nice hotels, but still it wasn't a world class hotel. But today, Bali, you'll be amazed. There are world 5-star hotels there in Bali. St. Regis, Four Seasons Hotel, you know, all those things. However, there's one thing. Bali is still part of the emerging country, the developing country. So one thing makes me concerned about developing country is that you cannot drink tap water. You are on your own risk. If you ever drink tap water or you get to eat on a street vendor, the sanitation is the issue, and you might, most likely you would end up something called traveler's diarrhea. Boy, traveler's diarrhea is really something. And then their bugs are really big. Like I've never seen big cockroaches or big mosquitoes. And they have mosquitoes that can carry dengue fever or malaria, or some areas they have so-called endemic disease. So we are coming from developed countries, advanced industrialized countries. When you go to that sort of countries, I highly recommend you to get vaccination. Especially like, I don't know if they have a vaccination for dengue fever or malaria or all those, or rabies, you know. You should protect yourself, get vaccination, and don't drink tap water. And also some, you know, securities are different, and some, you know, customs are different. So if you are adventurous and you would enjoy those cultural differences, I'm sure you would enjoy Bali. And if you love jungle, the Ubud or those, you know, mountain villages, you might enjoy. And there are these days many, I don't know why, but many yogis or yoga instructors would have yoga retreat in Bali. And again, it's a personal preference. I wouldn't dare to go there. It's hot. It's goddamn hot. It's right under the equator. It's so hot. And I just can't, I cannot have a peace of mind, be in there and try to meditate, try to do some yoga pose. To me, I just cannot have a peace of mind. But, you know, some people, maybe you might be able to survive. So again, some people prefer to Hawaii, some people prefers to Bali. It's very interesting when you ask people, would you like Bali or Hawaii? It's quite interesting. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.